Hey, what's up you guys? It's Zach with PCBros, and today I'm going to be doing a breakdown on two of our staple gaming PCs, and specifically going to be breaking down the benchmarks and maybe helping you choose which one might be better for your gaming needs. So let's get right into it. So this right here is PCBros.tech. This is our website where you can buy our custom gaming PCs. We also have some different deals in store if you are local. You can also pick up our current merch, which we do have brand new merch out here. These shirts are selling really quick and are very popular, and the most detailed merch that we've made today. On our website, we also sell these cleaning kits. This is the exact stuff that we use to clean PCs in store here. So we wouldn't sell anything that we don't use ourselves. We have the Essential PC Electronics Cleaning Kit, which just comes with all the essentials you need to make sure that you don't let your PC get so bad over the years with all the dust and dirt. Now, if you enjoy cleaning PCs and you do it a little bit more frequently, maybe the Master PC and Electronics Cleaning Kit would be for you. That comes with the PCBros cleaning bag as well. Here on our website, you can also find the latest news, some cool things that PCBros is up to, and we also sell Windows USBs and activation codes for really cheap, so make sure to tell your friends about that. This is our staple builds. We had to remove some of them due to supply issues right now in the current PC market, but we still have a lot of great options. You might have seen before a video of me comparing the Upgrade Path Starter with the Upgrade Path Pro and how those benchmarks differ. Today, I'm going to be doing a similar video here on the Budget Streamer PC versus the Plus Streamer. Although the two PCs do differ in power quite a bit, I think comparing and seeing if you actually need that extra power is what I'm really trying to do here in this video, or if the Budget Streamer PC is just fine for you. So let's first break down the Budget Streamer PC. We have taken quite a few photos that you can look through. Some of the parts in the photos might differ depending on stock, but it will be the same power or better depending on the stock. And then on the bottom of almost all of our PCs, you can find a little video that is connected to YouTube that is our benchmarks, where you can get an idea of how this PC games. But this PC comes with an Intel CPU, 12th gen, budget CPU, but still very powerful with 4 cores and 8 threads, and pairs nicely with GPUs like the RTX 3050, making this a pretty viable gaming PC for the price. And we do have upgrades too, where you can upgrade to a terabyte or 32 gigs of RAM, stuff to consider if it is in the budget, but not absolutely necessary because these benchmarks are set with 16 gigs, so the base model in mind, so you don't really need to worry about upgrades if you're okay with the performance in the video. Another key feature of both of these PCs is the super fast 3200 megahertz DDR4 RAM. If you did upgrade to 32, that would only make this PC even better. So let's go ahead and jump into the benchmark section here, starting out on GTA 5, high settings, 1080p. Now, GTA 5 is an older game at this point, but one that we still like to benchmark on these budget PCs because of the auto benchmark feature. Gives us a good idea of how this thing will perform on pretty graphically demanding games. And on high settings 1080p, this thing is getting well above 100 FPS. Now with the Plus Streamer, we can crank those settings up even higher and get that same FPS but with better settings. But really both are performing really well in this game, but obviously with that extra power in the GPU for the Plus Streamer, which we'll go over in a second, games are just going to be even better. So if that's something that you're interested in wanting the max performance, then maybe that upgrade would be good for you. But let's go ahead and compare the specs here with the Plus Streamer. We have the same options here for upgrades: 1 terabyte, 32 gig. We can do the black or white case. And this, we have a 12th gen Intel CPU as well, but this is actually an i5, so the next up, and it is 6 cores and 12 threads. Quite a bit more powerful than the Budget Streamer. And this has an AMD GPU, the RX 7600, with 8 gigabytes of GDDR6 VRAM, which basically is the amount of power output that your GPU has. And you'll notice that in settings, the higher the settings, the more VRAM that you're going to be using. So this has 8 gigs when the Budget Streamer has 6. So you get that extra 2 gigs, which might not sound like a lot, but 2 gigs is the difference between playing on the highest settings or medium settings on some games. Now they both have the same type of RAM and storage, so you really don't need to worry about the RAM and the storage when deciding between these two PCs. Pretty much the difference is a stronger CPU and pretty big upgrade in a GPU. So what that looks like is in games like Call of Duty, this is Call of Duty DMZ low settings 1080p. We are dancing around that 100 FPS mark, and low settings pretty conservative for a PC like this because you can go a little bit higher, but you see where the frames are at right now. So imagine playing that with just a bit less every time you crank up the settings one notch. So if we were playing on medium, you can imagine this PC would get about like 60 to 70 on average instead of closer to 100. And this is a pretty extreme graphically demanding game that isn't the best optimization for PCs like this. But if we go back to the budget streamer here, the RTX 3050 was going to not perform as well in Call of Duty, so we didn't even include it in the benchmarks here. I would consider it to be playable at pretty much the lowest settings, and for most people that wouldn't be that enjoyable of an experience. But this PC is great for esports games. Let's check out the finals here. So this game's pretty well optimized, an esports first-person shooter, and this is medium settings 1080p, and we're getting a very playable 90 plus FPS here. Although it seems similar to Call of Duty being a competitive first-person shooter, Call of Duty is going to be a bit more demanding for your hardware. So just keep that in mind if you want to play games like Call of Duty. Maybe that upgrade is something that you would be interested in. Here on the Plus streamer, we have the finals low settings, which you can definitely do medium as well, but you're getting about the same FPS as you were on the Plus streamer. If you're really just wanting to play esports games like this, competitive shooters that aren't quite as demanding as Call of Duty, then the budget streamer is not a bad option at all. Now, if you're more of a single player game type of gamer and want the games to look as good as possible while enjoying decent to high FPS, games like Cyberpunk 2077 on medium settings for the Plus streamer is doing fantastic. We are getting well above 100 FPS, so you can even look into a little bit higher refresh rate monitors for games like this. Now, this is a very demanding auto benchmark as well, but when we go over to the budget streamer, same settings, medium settings, we see the FPS is drastically different because that 2 extra gigs of VRAM is really helping out on graphically demanding single player games like this. I mean, you can see we're pretty much maxing out that 3050 right now, and we're getting good utilization of the CPU as well. We can get up to close to 90, but we're not going to get that same experience like we would on the Plus streamer PC. So let's weigh out the pros and cons of both these PCs and maybe help you make a decision on which PC would be best for you. So the plus side is both of these PCs come with a 1-year full parts and labor warranty with Windows 11 Pro installed, tested, and activated, and there's free shipping on both of these as well. Now, an extra plus for the Plus streamer PC is that extra 2 gigs of VRAM, making it possible for single player games to play at higher settings and even more graphically demanding games like Call of Duty Warzone or DMZ. Now, the benefit of the budget streamer, although it has 2 less gigs of VRAM for the GPU, you're still going to be able to play a lot of your favorite esports and more competitive games with no issue. You'll also save about $200 if those games are pretty much all you want to play, and playing on the highest settings isn't your main concern. So in the end, I think both PCs are a great choice. It just depends on if you want those higher graphic capabilities or if you just want to be able to get into your favorite esports games and not really concerned about settings too much. Cranking down the settings to medium and maybe even low to get the best performance possible, but you're still playing the games at pretty solid FPS. So let me know in the comments down below which one is your favorite out of these two, and if you already have a gaming PC, what gaming PC are you rocking right now in 2025? Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.